Howdy there, folks. I'm back at it. Now, this is quite a while later in real life than the last video, but we're back here on the Chancellorsville map, still in the 61 USA campaign, and I'm down 3-1, but I am getting a lot of reinforcements, but they are a long ways off, 17, 19, I think last like 26 hours away, and I'm pretty sure once they all get here, it'll be something kind of close to being even. Probably not actually even, but I don't remember how it shakes out in the long run. But we're this far up on the map, so we have a long way back we can fall to. I think initially we actually started down around here somewhere. They're level 2 parapets somewhere over here, and there are more defenses up, but we pressed up so that we could try to slowly advance. Kind of my MO if I know that I can fall back to other things later. This is in the terms of the game's development. This is after the big AI update has come out, and it's gone through several patches or kind of hot fixes, I guess, to that. I didn't want to play it when it first came out because sometimes I know these things are a bit wonky and I didn't want to ruin the campaign. So I'm back at it here. I don't plan to keep you in very long because this is a very slow grind. As we're kind of just playing the waiting game here in the wilderness, or the delaying game in the wilderness. But I did want you to see what it looked like now, so that when we do get there, you'll have something to compare it to. Not too much new on this front, but it did get a little interesting, only with this brigade kind of leading it out here into 2 units of skirmishers that are trying to hold. Well, I was going to say, it looks like they completely shifted to this left flank. I don't know if that's completely accurate or not. Thomas's detachment here was absolutely giving it to Jackson's brigade as they came through the woods, all tired and everything, but looks like they're getting pressed out now. But we're moving. Oh, these guys just went low on ammo. That's inconvenient, but I figured why abandon these defenses. This artillery here was holding off. I think it was a push from, I think it was Harrison's brigade, but they did a pretty good job covering this left, so I figured, alright, well, if they've kind of abandoned the right for now, they're going to concentrate in the center. There are a lot of fences here, we built a lot of stuff here, and this road right here will take us back to, I think this is kind of our main setup. I think it is back here with some level 2 parapets. We also have some decent defenses behind this field if we can bring them around that way, but that's just kind of where things stand at the moment. Maybe we'll zoom in. These are all now detachments. CSA has lost, I think, almost all of its actual artillery, or at least a lot of its actual artillery that was being used by battalions. So now it's pretty much just detachments that are doing the rest. And we have both infantry divisions here. Howard and, it's been a while, Davidson is the other one. They're moving over. The Cav division, which one of the brigades is pretty beaten up. Yeah, this is the beaten up one. The other one is completely fine. They're also moving into position here. And now this left, their left, is looking really, really weak. Skirmisher retreat angle is still annoying. So I know that a bunch of patches have gone through, but it's a bit of a strange one. But as long as we can keep these troops from getting too tired. I know they're tiring. Okay, now they're tired. So we're going to have to watch their fatigue here, because the attackers are definitely fatigued, but there are a lot more, and probably several who haven't been in combat yet. And so if we get fatigued as we try to withdraw, we're going to have real big problems. Let's at least try to enjoy the 3D bit here. How low on ammo? Yeah, they're really low, so they're firing quite slow. Oh, are they? Oh, we're also getting skirmished. That's why. Alright, we don't want skirmishers firing slow, so we're gonna call these guys. I'll probably take you back out again because there's not too much. Oh, these guys finally broke. They were doing well. We're just gonna keep road blocking. Oh, they kicked out some skirmishers, that's why. Alright. Ah, so here's that brigade. It keeps appearing and then kind of disappearing. I don't know how they're able to do that, but expert concealment, I guess. Screening over there. Just gonna have you halt since you're tired. Alright, we're holding there. They apparently can all see that brigade. Okay, so it's walkers. And I guess they haven't done that much damage to it. Alright, if we're well rested, shift. Actually, we'll get to work on that. Apparently one of the things in the AI update was that they fixed the piecemeal attacks, but this battle started pre-update, and so I don't know if those effects will load here, or I don't know exactly what's going on. I also don't know what Scott's doing there. That's a bit of an odd one. Guys are probably going to eat it soon, but looks like those divisions there are pretty exhausted. They could resume the attack on the right though, because I don't think these guys are as tired. This makes it look like they're coming in for a charge, which is kind of exactly the right way you play. What is going on here? It's our core HQs all over the place. These guys are just coming straight on in, so bring these skirmishers back. These guys look like they're moonwalking. Alright. I don't know if those skirmishers disappeared or not. Williams. Tiring. Well rested. Perfect. But all that's kind of a feint. It's only if they send up one or two brigades piecemeal. But I think it's slow, so we're going to take you out. So it's starting to pick up a little bit here late in the day. I mean, it's almost 5 p.m. in May. In Virginia, so there's still quite a bit of daylight left, but beat off and broke a lot of, or not a lot, but probably 3 different brigades that kind of just got strung out on their own. Jacksons, Stewarts, someone else, Giddens, Gladdens, something like that. I'm not doing too much over here on the right. I'm pretty much just giving up on this. I can't be everywhere, and so I'm not defending that, but I am pretty well suited to hold over here. The AI to their credit, is laying down in this valley while my artillery peppers them, and so they've eaten a good bunch of ammo, and they've taken probably fewer than 200 casualties. Yeah, so kudos to them, but it's mostly been my skirmishers that have just been given them the business, and they're really tired. They're marching kind of parallel, well, yeah, kind of parallel to my lines, not really forward at all, and so and they're not advancing behind a screen of skirmishers, which they really should be. It would, I mean, more than anything else, that would probably improve the quality of the AI. I mean, I know some people thought they could do other things, but I think building breastworks and advancing behind skirmisher screens and then using formations, those are all things that would make more sense to do. If the AI is going to order a charge, they might as well do it in assault column or something like that. But anyways, that was that. Stuart's cavalry did make it up to here. They did push through 2 groups of skirmishers, but it wasn't enough. And this kind of lone brigade up here, which has pretty good fatigue. I watched it. It was here a while ago. It then backtracked because those skirmishers were on its flank. And then it moved forward to engage again. So they've moved sometimes at surprisingly quick speed. So good for them. But they're engaged with at least 2 groups and hopefully 4 groups of skirmishers. So they might eventually push them all off, but they're probably going to lose on casualties. And I think the AI has been... It was actually close for a while. It was 4% to 5%. Now it's 7 to 11%. So we've pulled a little bit ahead in relative terms, but I've done the calculations. I'm pretty sure at daybreak our first reinforcements should be here, and most of them by the early afternoon of the following day. So right now it's a nice position to be in, but it's not going to hold like this, because when they get their fatigue back, there's just too many holes in these lines. Yeah, I think this is new. I'm sure it's not right. I mean, there's no brigade with 100 men and 50 horses and 50 guns on either side. I would really doubt it. Alright, you guys gotta remember to shoot people. But yeah, this should be the last action of the day. Come on, get out of here. So there's 3D models here. Notice that it seems like skirmishers are a little bit more difficult to control and give them orders to move kind of like into contact with the enemy. Alright, so that was big. I was not expecting to break Harrison. They didn't even seem to be wavering, so that break was almost instantaneous. I also noticed back here when we broke Stuart's cavalry, we kept shooting into them, which usually when enemy units break in the past, your guys will stop shooting into them, stop using their ranged attacks. So I don't know if that was planned, if that was bugged, figment of my imagination, something like that. But now, and I lied, because I lied earlier, I did see that there were some actual battalions out here, so certainly if I could break, at least 3 battalions there, and over here, I don't know if any of these are true battalions or just detachments. Alright, Hardy's battalion back there is 1. Yeah, but like these guys, they're not really taking their movement orders too seriously. Alright, they broke them, but speed our line. Probably down about 60% ammo. I'm guessing Reno's battalion has 62%. So they've been firing and not doing too much damage with it, but figured we'd probably use all the help we can get. So if they want to hold down that flank, we'll get new ammo later. Just withdraw. Probably withdraw after the sun goes down. As good as this position is, because there's the whole clearing here, and I don't know. I just think the reinforcements are going to be too far away. Alright, but we seem to hit a lull except for this action here with Taylor's brigade. Push these guys up to maybe get engaged. guys to move. Route off one more battalion, why not? Let's see this fight here. It's one they should win. There's just so many of them that it's pretty close. If switching their range will then allow me to move them up. But if they're just going to stop on contact, well, now we're not going to know with backward. We're still getting some orders. Guys are about to break, but these guys moving backwards? They are. Pretty good though in the cav models. I don't know if it's the map or what, but we see them zoomed in not quite to quasi third person perspective, but we're getting pretty close. Push you up. There they go. Let's see what we can do now. Those guys are booking it out of there in the face of 174 skirmishers. I don't know what that's about. What is the tail of the tape? They're saying minor victory. There's no... It can't be any way that that's right. Unless this is... So one of the new updates is that... I guess if you withdraw like before you lose, you don't retreat on the map, you just... Well... Yeah, I guess you don't retreat. I forget how they phrase it, but you withdraw from the battle. But it's, I guess, not as bad, or you don't move as far as a kind of general retreat. All right, maybe that's it. Famous last words, but I can't imagine. Well, they didn't take too many casualties, and Jackson's brigade made from back here all the way up to right about here before it finally got broken. They got picked on by all sorts of skirmishers. So I think the woods actually give the attackers, I think I've said that before, I think they usually give the attackers the advantage because they don't have to worry about getting shot down. Let's see if they'll move up, because right now they're not at the medium range. They don't look interested, so we'll switch them back to long range. That horizon up there, though, let's get rid of that first. If anybody knows a way to even get rid of more of this stuff on the bottom, that'd be great to know. Yeah, I mean, we'll shoot at them as they come, because why not, but Lenny and Walker's brigade seem to be booking it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we need our calves sitting out here. Can move it down here in case they really do go all out. I think the AM might be trying to flank these entrenchments. Maybe that's what it is. So we'll have Negley and company go down and maybe build some here. Okay, we're gonna recall these guys. One, if they break, they have a kind of negative morale cascading effect. The other reason is once you go low on ammo, they start shooting slower, and so it's not really what we want here. Start moving this way. Alright, we're going to recall these guys just because they're probably going to get knocked out of the HQ redeployment circle at the end of the day. And again, this is all easy now while they're moving slow, but when they pick up speed after the day changes over, it'll be a different story. Alright, I'm going to pause it because it looks like that'll be it before nightfall. Of course, gunshots go off as I say that, but I think it's nothing. We get over here, rain's withdrawn. Yeah, I think that's still just a generic message. I think they gotta fix that so it actually details correctly what happened. Alright, we'll pause it here. And just like that, it is all over. We went to the evening time, and they withdrew. So this is new. If you haven't seen it, now you've seen it. Man, those casualties ended up being much more one-sided than I thought. But you know, that's how that ended. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the AI behaves, the improvements in its behavior on the campaign map play out. Purportedly, it's much better. There's some issues with the theaters. Apparently, now certain armies, I guess, are more prone to operate in just certain theaters, and reportedly, they defend the capital better and all those other things. And so, look forward to confirming that. But I don't think I'm going to make it in this video. This one's just going to end up being short. That's the way it is. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to have you back for the next one.